Duelist, and welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video brought to you by the pack of Underdog Duelists. If this is your first time to our channel, be sure to set that subscribe button and activate that bell for notifications. And now, for my main phase. Today, gonna be bringing you Master Rule 5 June 2020 Gravekeeper's Servants. Been working on this deck for quite a while to try and get it bumped up from just a casual, everyday Gravekeeper's deck to something a little bit more competitive. I hope you all enjoy the deck profile. Without further ado, dive right in. Starting with the monsters, running Triple Commandant, one of the best cards in the deck. Searches your Necro Valley from deck to hand. Okay. Triple of those. Then also running triple Gravekeeper Spiritualist. Another one of the best cards in the deck. In my opinion, like the #1 target of the deck to go into your Spiritualist fusion. Use her on board as a polymerization. You can use her plus a Gravekeeper monster from your hand or field to fusion. So triple Spiritualist. Then we're running triple Headman for that removal. And yes, some people run just a 1 of this guy. Bumped him up to 3 because we are running a strong level 4 engine. So far you've seen 6 level 4 monsters. Just these 2 right here, 3 copies of each. That's 6 level 4s in the deck alone. So, triple Gravekeeper's Headman for to help pop monsters, or go for your flip effects, or go for fusions, just for extra bonus plays. Bring your Gravekeeper level 4 Gravekeepers back from the graveyard. Triple Headman. Also running double guard, more level 4 plays. Bounce your opponent's monster back to their hand. Okay, double guard. Running double Gravekeeper Spy to special summon a Gravekeeper's monster at 1500 or less attack from your deck. So allows you to special summon a Gravekeeper from your deck. Go for Spiritualist. There's your fusion play. Alright. Double Descendant. You can tribute a face-up Gravekeeper monster with this guy. And that's kind of where I was talking about earlier with the with Headman. You can use Headman to go for Descendant, and use Descendant to tribute Headman, and boom. So that's one combo there. So double Descendant goes very well with our Headman. And for the last of the Gravekeeper's monsters, had to throw a big level body in the deck, so we're going with Gravekeeper's Oracle. He's fairly easy to bring out if you're not using him for fusion play, because you can literally just use 1 Gravekeeper's monster to tribute summon this, or you can use up to 3 and get all of his effects. Or you can literally just use him in your hand to get the attack boost bonus of based on the level times 100 of the materials used to fusion him. Spiritualist is 4. You count him, that's a huge, massive times 100 boost to when he comes up on the field. So 1 Gravekeeper's Oracle for a big body, high level. And then for the non-Gravekeepers tech cards, 1 Abominable Unchained Soul. They get rid of Necro Valley, for example. Summon Abominable Unchained Soul. They get over the Gravekeeper Supernaturalist. Summon an Abominable Unchained Soul. If they try and mess with your strategy in any way, summon Abominable Unchained Soul. So great card to have in the deck as just kind of a whiplash effect if they try and mess with your Necro Valley. And then also running double Eater of Millions, because I did notice that this deck struggles with the win condition. I mean, Supernaturalist it's good, but it's not a consistent win strategy for the deck. Headman and all the other ones, they're not consistent competitive win strategies. It needed to be a little bit something more guaranteed, more competitive. And I know there's ways around this. That's why I throwing 2 in there, also to see it more often. So double Eater of Millions. Okay. Now on for the spells. That's it for the monsters. Triple Necro Valley, wouldn't be a Gravekeeper's deck without it. Triple Royal Tribute, because we can run 3, so why not? Triple Necro Valley Throne. It's our searcher for the deck. Mandatory to run 3 of those. Okay. Double Hidden Temples. Double Hidden Temples. Double Hidden Temple of Necro Valley, because we want to lock them out of special summoning their monsters, unless it's gonna be a Gravekeeper. I was running this as a one of, and I noticed how easily it can be removed out of the equation, negated, turned off, whatever. So want that second copy for consistency. Also, that's all for the Necro Valley spells. Well, aside of Royal Tribute, that's not a Necro Valley, but the Gravekeeper spells. Now also running double Super Poly. Get into the extra deck, you'll see why I'm running 2 of those. Also, like if they get over, if they stop your Spiritualist from being able to used as a polarization, this is kind of your backup plan as well, to be able to go through your fusion plays without any interruption. Oh, okay, so 2 Super Poly. Stand corrected, there is another Gravekeeper's card. 1 Gravekeeper's Stele. Surprise, surprise. Just one. Return 2 Gravekeeper's monsters from the graveyard to your hand. Really like the artwork on that, really cool. So, 1 Gravekeeper's Stele. And some extra tech, brain control, in case they decide to, just put something on board that's just more oppressive than what you got, and you can't get over it, even with the whole setup. Steal it, use it, Super Poly it, whatever. Brain control, just kind of add to the Super Poly removal to be able to get rid of your opponent's monsters. Also running 1 Into the Void for some draw power, and 1 Allure of Darkness, since we are running, aside of Command it being Earth, the rest of them are all dark. So, and I only won on the Allure of Darkness because I really don't like the concept of having to banish the Gravekeeper monsters in the deck when there's only so many. So just 1 Allure of Darkness, because I'm not a fan of banishing my monsters that often. To draw 2 cards. Plus, this deck doesn't need too much draw power with the way it's built. And then Into the Void. If you start just breaking out on stuff, draw an extra card. Or if cards are sitting in your hand, which they really shouldn't in this deck. Most of the cards are pretty actively played in this, but if it happens, Into the Void, they go. So, Into the Void and Allure of Darkness for a small draw package. Now on to the traps. Running 1 Necro Valley Temple. 1 Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. These are the only Necro Valley Gravekeepers traps running in the deck. And this time, yes, there's not going to be an extra surprise one that I missed. Just the 2. 1 Necro Valley Temple, 1 Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. Kind of curious about running the second one of that. It's a little situational, but in this build, it's probably throw a second one of those in there. So just 1 of each of those. Sorry, I keep shuffling those around. Now, to keep this deck competitive, it's got to have its negation power, right? Got to have some negation power. So, was running this at 2, but bumped it down to a 1 of. so that I could put in a Solemn Strike. So, because I like the whole negate and destroy, not just negate and, well, I gotta deal with it again next turn, you know? So, 1 Infinite and Permanent, 1 Solemn Strike, double Solemn Judgment, okay? For a little solemn package there, plus Imperm. I feel like those all just kind of belong together. And on top of all this right here, also running little something extra, a little extra spice per se. Running a virus engine, one of each that work with the deck. 1 Full Force, 1 Eradicator Epidemic, and 1 Crush Card Virus. Just because we can. Alright. So this is, I guess you could call this a Gravekeeper's virus deck. Yes. So, they are the keepers of the virus graves. And that's it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck, which isn't really too much. Kept it small this time for a reason. Running triple Supernaturalist, of course. Boss monster of the deck right here. Side of Eater of Millions. Alright. And then also running double Starving Venom Fusion Dragon for our super quality plays. If we get all our Supernaturalists off and they don't interrupt the Supernaturalist, and we don't need it for to go into this guy, boom. Just copies of that. And that's really all I'm going to showcase for the extra deck, because the rest of it are literally just cards that would be banished off Eater of Millions. So for the rest of the extra deck, the rest of the other 10 cards can be whatever you want to put in there. But these are the staple 5 right here. Okay, double Starving Venom, triple Supernaturalist, and the rest of the extra deck can be whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. So it's going to be banished off of at least 1 Eater of Millions. So, and that is it for this deck profile. Now it's time for the end phase. If you enjoyed this video, attack that thumbs up button. This is your Rogue Underdog Duelist. Thanks for watching. It's your move.